Well, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Take right open.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And this will be a Jaguars first down. There's good running. Gets him to about the 44.
12 yards. That's good for our Jaguars.
ETN once more. Credit Yaya Diaby with his stop. The Jaguars at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
That is caught, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the the RPO, he'll keep it himself. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bashir Tootin, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to...
Touchdown! Jalen Noel, his first touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Jaguars 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On red.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
23. Hey, tomato. Done. Here we go, sir.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
At the 40-yard line.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
On the set. Hey.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Pearsall. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Back to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On now is the Packers punter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 35 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Kill.
On the play. It's third down.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to Tootin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. 1:54 left on the clock here in. Quarter number 2. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go on second and 12. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. 81 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jaguars 10.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Hey.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
That is caught by Hunter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ricky Pearsall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd down and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They're a little bouncing their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
On red.
Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Hey, Ginger, touch! Silver!
Here's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 69 yards. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Right side, pulled in by Hunter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Okay, break. Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
He was brought down by Caleb Bradshaw.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Ready? Liking it. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
63. Jaguars 24.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
24. Hey, Soko, so high.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completes it to Douglas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
On the red.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 80 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.